Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday from the Toy Box Edition. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Amazon exclusive War for Cybertron Trilogy Galactic Odyssey Collection Biosfera Autobot clones. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at the figures in their alt mode and their instruction, because there is no accessories other than the instruction manual. Transformers, Generations, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. And I think these molds came from an earlier release, but I cannot tell you for sure which one it is. But this is Galactic Odyssey Collection Biosfera Autobot clones. You open up the instructions, and right here on the inside you got Autobot Fastlane, who is the clone that turns into the race car. Then you flip it over to the other side and you have the instructions for Cloudraker, who is the clone that turns into a plane, jet, spaceship, a flying vehicle of some kind. So first up, let's take a look at Fastlane. And I have to say, you know, these aren't the greatest alt modes ever. They're not the greatest they're just not the greatest Transformers ever. So I'll go ahead and say that. But anyway, let's take a look at it. We've got an Autobot logo here, and I can't tell. I think this is a Tampo, like the whole thing is just maybe the silver's a paint app and then the Tampo is over the top of it. But anyway, there's that. It's a very nice looking deco, and then you've got his clone logo, which specifies he turns into a car, and then we have another Autobot logo here. Here's a look from the side. Again, nothing really to write home about. Here's the top view. Here's the view of the other side. Here's a view of the underside. Oh no, visible head syndrome. So. And then here is Cloudraker. And again, he's got that clone logo that shows he turns into a flying vehicle of some kind. And then Autobot logo here. And then another Autobot logo here on the nose of the plane. And again, you know, it's nothing to write home about. It's okay. And you can definitely tell this isn't in the same vein as most War for Cybertron figures are. You can tell that it's kind of an earlier release. So here it is from the side. Here it is from the top down. From the front and the underside again. Visible robot head syndrome. And then I guess from the rear. And we'll take a look at Fastlane from the rear as well. So there we go. I mean, they're okay. They're not the greatest. And again, you can really kind of tell they come from an earlier Transformers line. At least in my opinion. Well, that, my friends, does it for a look at the figures in their alt mode. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and here we have the Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Galactic Odyssey Collection Biosfera Autobot clones of Cloudraker and Fastlane, with the Target exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Decepticon clones 2-pack of Pounce and Wingspan. For our final set of alt mode comparisons, here we have the Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Galactic Odyssey Collection, Biosfera Autobot clones of Cloud Raker and Fastlane, with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee, and the Amazon exclusive Generation Selects War for Cybertron Trilogy, Alternate Universe Leader class Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program where I attempt to transform these Transformers. And let's move Fastlane off to the side, and we'll start with Cloud Raker. Maybe I can remember how to do this. So I think first of all, you want to flip the feet out. Then these wings fold over here on this hinge, and then they fold inside. And you do that on both sides. And then you can see the legs are on some hinges here and then ball joints here. So I think what you want to do next is attach the plane's or flying vehicle's nose cone, and it's on a hinge here and then here as well, and it will fold up like that. Now once you've got that done, you can kind of take these hinges here that the legs are on and do that. Then you take the arms, fold them like that, and then rotate the fist out, or you can rotate the fist out and then put the arm down into position. And then lastly, rotate the head. This is on a, well, I thought it was. It looks like there's a hinge right there for this, but apparently it just stays back like that. So there you go, there's Cloud Raker all transformed. Let's take a look at Fastlane. And it's pretty much the same. So flip the feet out. The legs, you really don't have to use the hinges, even though it does still have those hinges. They're already in position here. Flip that up and twist the head around. And once you've got that done, take the arms and move them on these hinges right here, just like we did on Cloud Raker. And again, flip the fists out. And then the spoiler folds back like that. And then there is a tab right here in between the feet, or a couple of tabs, and you just pop those apart, because you can see in there the slots and tabs. They're used to connect them together. And that, my friends, guess what, is the transformation of both of these guys. Now let's take a look at the figures in their robot modes. And first up, we'll do Fastlane. And I have to say, you know, the head sculpt there is pretty nice, and it's got a little paint app here for the visor that looks kind of cool, and then the face, you know, that's not bad looking. The overall design of it, I know it's, you know, they're made that these guys are basically the same, and really and truly they are. But, you know, they look okay. It's a little bit of hollow space here in the back, and, you know, you may say that's a little bit of waffle in there. I really wish they would have given these guys some blasters or something, just to spruce them up a little bit. But we've got a nice little paint app here. And then again, the clone sticker says he's a car, and then the Autobot logo there. And pretty much that's it as far as taking a look at this one. Now, as far as his articulation goes, you can lift this up a little bit, and he gets the full Exorcist, full 360 degrees of rotation at the arm, and he can raise his arm up that high, which is, we'll go ahead and call that 90 degrees. And he's got a ball joint here at the elbow, swivels around 360 degrees, and gives you a little better than 90 degrees worth of bend. You know, due to transformation, you can say that's wrist articulation, but I really don't count that. There's nothing at the waist. At the hips, he can give you the full splits plus. He kicks forward that far and backwards like a mule. How about that? And then due to transformation, they do have some toe tilt. So I guess you can, maybe you could use that, but probably not. So there's that. And there is no tilt. So that does it for Fastlane. For Cloudbreaker, if I can get my hands on him, you know, it's basically the same. The head looks cool, and the paint on it as well. And then again, he's got these stripes for paint at right here. He's got the sticker that shows he turns into flying vehicle, the Autobot logo. And as far as articulation goes, well, you know, around the back, he's got this extra piece where Fastlane has tires. He's got the nose cone. He's got this fin instead of a spoiler. And then he has these wings that close up that empty space on the back of his feet. And as far as articulation goes, he can do the full Exorcist. 360 degrees at the shoulder. And I guess you could say he has inside butterfly, but that's really due to transformation. Ball and hinge, or yeah, a ball hinge, not ball and hinge. Ball hinge gives you 360 degrees of rotation at the elbow, and it gives you that much bend, so better than 90 degrees. And again, he's got that same fold at the wrist, nothing in the waist. At the hips, full splits plus. Kicks forward that far, which is about the same, and back like a mule also. And then he's got, you know, a little bit of tilt in there because these block up where the feet go all the way into the leg. And then something I forgot to mention on Fastlane, and you know, oops, I'm sorry, I did forget, so I'll mention it on this one, but the articulation is practically the same. There is a cut at the upper thigh, and it's on a mushroom peg. Does give you a full 360 degrees of rotation. And then at the knee on Cloudbreaker, because of the wings, you get that much bend. And then we'll move back to Fastlane. See how much bend he gets. And he gets a little bit more bend because it's all hollow back here in his leg. So, and just to show, he does have that same thigh rotation that I missed. And my friends, there you have it. That's a look at both figures in their robot modes. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Amazon exclusive War for Cybertron Trilogy, Galactic Odyssey Collection, Biosfera Autobot clones, Fastlane and Cloudbreaker, with the Target exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Earthrise, Decepticon clones, Wingspan, and Pounce. For our final set of robot mode comparisons, here we have the Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Galactic Odyssey Collection, Biosfera Autobot clones, Fastlane and Cloudbreaker, with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee, and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Galactic Odyssey Collection, Biosfera Autobot clones, I have to say it's not a very impressive pack, especially for it to be an exclusive somewhere. However, I do think these Transformers were previously released to this, or maybe they were just planned to be released, but I want to say they also were an exclusive somewhere during the Prime Wars or Earth Wars trilogy previous to the War for Cybertron trilogy. I don't know that 100%. It really feels like they're from that earlier line though. And you know, very minimal paint apps on it. The transformations are really, really simple. So they were, or at least were planned, whichever the case may be, to be Legends class Transformers, and they do pair up very nicely in size to that Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee. And you know, it's nice to have some, I guess, lesser known characters in a more popular line, and you know, get a little bit more mileage out of previously used or planned previously unreleased, maybe, I don't know. But you know, it's very simple. It's not a very impressive 2-pack. The transformations are very minimal. And you know, it's an okay set. Like I said, it's nice to get some lesser known characters into a more popular line. However, these guys just, to me, don't really hit the mark. The robot modes are just very basic, and the alt modes are even more basic than the robot modes, in my opinion. I think maybe they could have given these gents some weapons to spruce them up just a little bit, but that was not the case, and that's just the way the Transformer transforms sometimes, I suppose. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.